I ate my school lunch vigorously. My name is Uto Hirosaki. I grew up in a single-parent household, and we didn't have enough to make ends meet, so I spent my days not being able to eat enough. Hey, you're eating like a dog. You're so filthy. My classmate Hitori Misawa makes fun of me. He must have found it funny to see me desperately eating. You always get a second serving too, even though everyone pays the same amount for school lunch. Isn't that cheating? Hey, Iroha, you think so too, right? Misawa speaks to the person next to him. She's Iroha Towada, the most beautiful girl in school.
I don't think so. Everyone always doesn't finish school lunch. The people who made it for us must be happy when kids like Uto eat them up.
Thank you. However, the minds of elementary school students are quite sensitive. Thinking about Misawa's words, I stopped eating.
Hey, Uto-kun, come over to my house today?
Huh?
My family runs a restaurant. Dad says if I have any friends who are hungry, bring them. Because his hobby is to make hungry people full. I think you would be perfect.
Should I be happy? But I can't refuse such an attractive offer. I decided to accept her invitation. And after school, Iroha-san took me to a cafeteria and told her parents about my situation. Then, "Hey, eat as much as you want. It's meals I made for employees." I was filled with joy as I saw a pile of curry with lots of ingredients in front of me. Whoa, looks really delicious. But the money... I said I made it for employees. No money needed. Oh, whoa. Thank you very much. I'll definitely return this favor. Returning the favor? You see, the way to do that to a chef is to eat all the food. Customers these days are so picky that they don't eat up. It makes me a little sad. Oh, there's no food I don't like. I'll eat it all. Itadakimasu. Nice. Iroha's father, Yamato Towada's smile filled my heart. Since then, Iroha-san took me to her cafeteria every day. Yamato-san always gave me leftovers, so I ate them at home with my mother, Yukiko. She was also deeply grateful, and she went to Yamato-san's cafeteria many times to thank him.
It's okay. It would be a waste to throw them out, so we would be happy if you ate them. Besides, Yukiko-san, you helped me out a long time ago. That was such a long time ago. I'm sorry that I'm making you treat me so well. Don't say that. We are happy to be able to give back to you, okay?
The family relationship continued for several years. One day, my mother decided to work at her relative's company. However, her workplace was far away, so we had to leave her hometown. I'll be a chef when I grow up. I want to make everyone smile with delicious food like Yamato-san. If I could become a great chef, I would like to work with you at this cafeteria. There are no words that make me happier than that. Thank you. I'll be waiting. I promised Iroha-san that I would send her a New Year's card and said goodbye in tears.
Hirosaki, finish this!
Yes, ma'am. Then time passed and I turned 25. I'm currently working as a chef at a restaurant run by a major company. I attended a vocational school and got a job at a major company in order to pay off my student loan. Recently, I was given the responsibility of designing the menu by the head chef, so I was full of motivation.
There's a customer who would like to meet the chef who came up with the new menu. That must be you, Hirosaki. Go!
Oh, it's you, huh? My muscles are screaming with joy at the dishes you came up with. Thank you. This customer's a little extreme, but customers sometimes express their happiness like this. That makes me very happy. I continue to improve my skills every day while feeling motivated. Huh? I'm gonna be a member of our new restaurant?
Yeah, it'll be in your hometown. The company decided to open a Western restaurant there. You're well received by the management, plus I recommended you to them.
This is a rare opportunity, and I can meet Iroha and others again. At the same time, I remember my dream of working with Yamato-san. My skills are still immature, but Yamato-san must be getting old. I need to think about my future properly. What should I do? Huh? Around the same time, Iroha sent me a postcard. It was an announcement that Yamato-san had passed away. Huh? Why? As soon as I saw the words eternal rest, my mind went blank. My mother was calling out to me, but I couldn't hear her very well. Oh. Once I got through the busy season, I couldn't stay still, so I decided to take a break and return to my hometown. When I visited Iroha's cafeteria, it was completely deserted. I couldn't do anything in return. Huh? Are you perhaps Hirosaki? Why did you come back now after all these years? When I turned around, Misawa was there, now an adult. I feel disgusted by that grinning smile. Tawada's cafeteria is on the verge of going out of business. I feel sorry about her father too. You know something? Why did that happen all of a sudden? Huh? Are you not aware of it? It's your fault, you know. Huh? Then, as if she heard our voices, the door to the dining room swung open.
Uto-kun, this way!
The person who appeared was Iroha. She didn't let me say anything and pulled me inside. Hey, Iroha. Don't be so blunt just because you're too shy to see me. But Iroha didn't answer and she just closed the door.
Uto-kun, right? Long time no see. I'm glad you came.
Iroha's mother, Hiyori-san, was also there. There was no one else in the cafeteria, and it was empty. Iroha-san, Hiyori-san, it's been a while,
My dad, right? Yeah, he collapsed from overwork and just like that. Thank you for sending us the morning gift.
Iroha answers, lowering her head. All I could do was nod quietly.
The diner, I think it's at its limit. The number of customers has been decreasing even before my father passed away. Misawa-kun's family runs a restaurant chain that's fairly famous in the area, right? A few years ago, they said they would help us if our store became part of the chain, but my father refused. Then, Misawa-kun opened a restaurant nearby, and the number of customers decreased further. Then, the number of negative reviews online increased. When we were thinking of doing our best, my dad...
Iroha's voice gradually loses its strength. It must have been so painful. But I don't want to lose even this diner that Yamato-san left. I'm a chef now, at a fairly famous place. I myself have been featured in magazines too. So, please hire me here. Please let me return the favor now. Iroha and Hiyori-san are confused by my words.
But Uto-kun, you work at that restaurant, right? We can't even pay you properly.
Yeah, it's an important time for Uto-kun. I can't cause you any trouble.
I don't need money. I am who I am today because I was saved by you guys and this diner. Besides, Iroha, you wouldn't want to give up either, right? I know how much you love this diner. Then Iroha nods timidly.
Yeah, that's right. I don't want to give up. I want to protect my father's diner. Is it really okay?
I smiled softly while holding her hand. Iroha burst into tears. Then I bowed to the head chef and was no longer part of the new restaurant's team. Then, I told him the situation and announced my intention to resign. Then, for some reason, it seems the president heard the story and... Huh? It'll be treated as a leave of absence? And I'm permitted to have a side job? What does this mean? Seriously?
Since it's a special case, it will be treated as voluntary, and you will not receive any allowances. But the president says you don't have to quit.
I can't believe this is happening, but honestly, I'm really grateful. So I took a temporary leave of absence and decided to help out at Iroha's diner.
Wow! Uto-kun, you're amazing! Professional chefs are so different after all, it's divine!
That's an exaggeration. And even with these skills, I can't compete with Yamata-san's delicious cooking.
Thank you. Hey, teach me how to do it?
We inherited the existing recipes and developed new menu items as well. Then customers started coming back little by little, and our good reputation spread by word of mouth.
There's an online article about a promising young chef running a local diner. Look!
Whoa, but this is Iroha's restaurant. I feel a bit sorry.
Don't be. Thanks to you, it has come back to life. You're already an important member of our team.
Hiyori-san nods in agreement. That nostalgic warmth makes me want to cry. Yamata-san, I'll protect this cafeteria. Watch me. Then I got the help of a friend and got old tables and chairs for free. I was also introduced to a company where the exterior could be repaired affordably. Meanwhile, Misawa's store was running into financial difficulties. It was offering Western food. However, my company opened a similar restaurant nearby, so their customers were taken away. I didn't know such a major company was coming to this town. Iroha's Diner doesn't seem to be affected though. Iroha's Diner has always been popular for offering affordable dishes, so its selling point was different from that of my company. Shit! It's him! Ever since Hirosaki came back, it's been a mess. I can't forgive him.
Thank you very much!
Iroha sees off the customer with a smile. Her bright smile is back. The number of customers is increasing, and the atmosphere is getting better. And around the end of lunch hours, that guy came again.
Oh, sorry, we are closed. Oh.
An unwanted guest appears. Yes, it's Misawa. Hirosaki, I have something to talk to you about. Come here, will ya? Huh? I picked up my phone thinking I should call the police, but Misawa saw it and stopped me in a hurry. Don't you want to know about Iroha's father? Will you go home if I listen to you? Previously, Misawa said it was my fault. I was curious about that. Misawa, you said earlier that it was my fault that the cafeteria became deserted. What did you mean by that? I got to the point right away. Then Misawa grinned. You don't know yet, huh? Iroha's father died because of you, Hirosaki. I won't forgive you if it's a bad joke. It's no joke, because you made a promise, right? That you were gonna work together with him. I surely said that, and Yamata-san said he will be waiting for me. But his diner wasn't doing well, so I asked my parents' company to help this diner, you know? To improve performance, owners must make efforts, renovating the building, changing cooking methods. But that old man refused my proposal. You know why? He said, when Uto-kun comes back, I want to welcome him with the same diner as he remembers. Ugh. He wanted to teach you how to make their secret menu at the same restaurant, using the same cooking method. My heart started beating faster little by little. I couldn't stop it. What a heartwarming story, isn't it? But, as a result, their sales have declined, and he overworked. And he died from overwork. See? Your words became the curse that killed him. Hey, Uto-kun, do you think you have any rights to be next to Iroha? Don't talk anymore. I don't think I can control my anger anymore. Huh? I grabbed Misawa by the chest and glared at him. My eyes may be a little bloodshot. You've missed the most important part, didn't you? That you said, in exchange for letting them join your company, you try to force Iroha to marry you. A year before Yamato-san passed away, Misawa offered a deal when he was alone. However, Yamato-san refused, but Misawa didn't back down. "If you want to protect your diner, let my company buy your business." He then demanded that Iroha marry him too. But he was chased out by Yamato-san. "What? Did he tell Iroha about that? He said he won't because he didn't want his daughter to feel bad." Iroha and Hiyori-san don't know, but the neighbors were watching you know? Some of the regulars were friends of Yamato-san. They heard directly from Yamato-san too. I wanted to know more about Yamato-san, so I asked his friend out for a drink. And he told me. My grip on Misawa became stronger. He certainly made a promise with me, so I regretted it too. But most of all, he just didn't want to involve his daughter. Yamato-san is that kind of person. Damn it! You cheeky bastard! Oh, hey Misawa-kun. Were you jealous that I've been close with Iroha? Misawa's face turns red. Looks like I hit the head on the nail. When things didn't work out, he opened a store nearby and took in their customers. He also posted those negative reviews? You freaking coward. You, don't get so cocky, poor guy.
Uto-kun!
Then Iroha opened the back door and appeared. Apparently, she was listening.
Misawa-kun, is what he just said true?
That's because... it's because you've always favored this guy. Misawa becomes annoyed and screams. Why? I'm better than this guy, and I like you more. Then Iroha squinted and let out a small sigh.
Of course he's more special to me. Uto-kun and his mother Yukiko-san saved my life.
Huh?
So when he found out that Uto was in trouble, I took him to our cafeteria.
What do you mean? I first learned about this story when my mom went to their cafeteria to thank them. Apparently, it happened the year I was born.
It's okay, ma'am. I just called an ambulance. It's okay.
Hiyori-san, who was pregnant at the time, had to go out because she had something to do. Unfortunately, her water broke out on the way home, and at the same time, she started having intense contractions. Then my mother happened to find Hiyori-san in a panic and rescued her.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My mind went blank, thinking if something happened to my baby. This is your first time, right? It's natural to feel anxious. It's okay. It's okay.
Then I, who was a baby at the time, patted Hiyori-san on the head as if to comfort her.
He says it's okay too. He's only 6 months old, so he'll be the same age as your baby. You know, maybe they'll go to the same school when they grow up. Let's look forward to welcoming the baby.
Thank you.
Thank you!
Immediately afterwards, she was taken to the hospital. Yamato-san also rushed to the hospital, and Iroha was born safely.
I was saved by Uto-kun and his mother, so I returned the favor. And now Uto-kun is helping me again. We've been helping each other like this for a long time. That's why he's special and important to me. And I love him. He's completely different from you, who can only take something from others. Don't ever come here again.
No way. Also, Iroha's diner will be affiliated with the company I work for. They promised that they would keep the management as is and leave everything to me. Misawa's face turns pale and he hangs his head in dismay. Sorry. Apologies for self-satisfaction are meaningless. Go home. Then Misawa started walking unsteadily and went somewhere. Hitori Misawa, I'm saying this as the next president. You're fired. Huh? Later, Misawa was fired from the company run by his parents. You forced your employees to write bad reviews about a certain diner, didn't you? There was a tip-off. and he opened a restaurant near that diner, but sales were in tatters. I was a fool to leave it to you. The company will rot if people like you are at the top. We have a duty to protect our employees.
Still fired? Are you abandoning your family? Wait, Nijan!
Oh, and it has been decided that we will become a subsidiary of that major company, Koihana Co. It's the same company that the restaurant you were devoted to became part of.
No way!
Therefore, it is necessary to show sincerity to our new parent company. You're fired. I'm actually showing you mercy for not giving you any more punishment. And before Misawa could argue, he was kicked out of the room. He was cut off ties with his family too. Hitori, meaning alone, was now truly alone. Having lost everything, he was unable to recover and started living on the streets. Just like that, he disappeared without being loved by anyone. So, we kicked him out. We apologized for the inconvenience. Our company's performance was declining, and it was becoming difficult to protect our employees. Thank you for the offer. But I heard it through rumors. Is it true that you took this action for one employee over your company? Hayato Fujisawa, president of Koihana Co., smiled when he was asked that. I see. That's crazy but incredible. By the way, President Fujisawa's favorite saying is, "Whatever saves one person, saves the world." A few months later, we closed the restaurant and came to visit Yamata-san's grave. Yamata-san, sorry for being late. So, I have something to report today. I'll continue to work at that restaurant from now on. And I got engaged to Iroha. I'll always protect that diner, the precious place you left us.
So, Dad, don't worry.
Then a warm wind blew strong. Yamata-san? A nostalgic smell along with the breeze. I was so happy that I called out his name. Thank you very much, Yamata-san. Yamata-san was like a father to me, who grew up in a single-parent household. I loved him so much. People's compassion never goes away. I'll never forget the kindness that Iroha-san, Hiyori-san, and Yamata-san showed me.
Hi, guys, it's Brittany. Aww. That was such an unbelievably cute and sweet story. I have like a tear in my eye from that last little bit. Okay, I will see you guys in the next one, and thank you so much for supporting this channel. It means the world to us. Okay, bye!